still with a sour taste in their mouths. They're looking to play much better. Williams, he had some big moments for them so far. Jason Kidd wants to mold him as their point guard of the future. Do you see that working out, Kenny?
But, you know, he has a similar style of play, and hopefully he could have a career like Jason Kidd. That would be great. But he looks to make plays first for his teammates and then his self second. But if he develops
The Nets play before the hometown crowd, and we've got it for you tonight, live from Brooklyn, New York. And for the Milwaukee Bucks, they come into tonight's game after the loss to the Raptors in Toronto. And that does your confidence guys no favor. They got manhandled in that one. It wasn't pretty.
Yeah, in a game where offensively they were about as inconsistent as you're ever going to see them.
They needed to make a few runs, but it just never happened for them. And when you can't...
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Then there's Monroe. Then it's Carter Williams. And it's O'Brien in at the 4 slot. Bucks on defense.
Fellas, I'll tell you, I was really surprised when Michael Carter Williams got traded last season. It's so hard to find point guards with his length and instincts. I mean, you just have to wonder what's going on in Philly.
Now here's Carter Williams following the shot by Jarrett Jack. Carter Williams, the pass to O'Brien. Monroe with a screen on Johnson. Carter Williams kicks to Monroe. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Ellington dishes to Jack. Now the feed to Lopez. Shoots from the line. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot, taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost a gimme.
Now here's Middleton. He's definitely not pleased how he played against Toronto.
Assist from Michael.
And here are the Nets. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
And I really felt in watching that game that they needed to abandon the three-point shot. It wasn't there. The percentage was horrific, but yet they continue to try and knock them down.
And I really think that's what did them in. I mean, sometimes it's just you can't try to shoot yourself out of a bad shooting night from outside. The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
Screen by Monroe. Here's Carter Williams. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
The Nets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Inside, here's Young. And a great assist by Jack as that one goes in.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
Now here's Carter Williams. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Toronto. Outside, Antetokounmpo. The Bucks working the ball around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Middleton can't get it to go.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
The Bucks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. There's a good screen. Now here's Carter Williams. Middleton the pass to O'Brien. He's looking for Middleton and finds him. The basket drops and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
We talk about players who don't get a lot of recognition that probably deserve some. For me, Chris Middleton, Clark.
He's at the top of the list in that regard for me too, Kevin. I mean, really a revelation for the Bucks the last couple of years. He's a really good all-around forward who can do everything well.
Now here's Johnson. 11 points for him in that last game against Memphis. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And Middleton has improved every year as well. Added the three-point shot after the rookie season, which made him very tough to deal with offensively. And for Middleton, adding that three-point shot was huge. I mean, not only can he keep teams honest outside, but he hits over 40% of his shots from beyond the arc.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Carter Williams against Jack, and stolen by Ellington. Kicks to Lopez. The dish to Jack. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. It's stolen by Carter Williams. Pass to O'Brien. Monroe left side. And it's sent back by Lopez. Johnson kicks to Jack. To the inside, looking for Young. He gets it there. That puts them in the lead.
You know, it's a plus to get good looks in the paint, and when you can get them, you got to score them.
The Bucks trail. Carter Williams kicks to Middleton. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Shot from 16. Dives for it. Tries to keep it alive. Just 5 to shoot. Here's O'Brien, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's going to be on Jarrett Jack.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Milwaukee shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road. And the Bucks arguably were the best story in the Eastern Conference last year. How about going from the bottom of the barrel to a 6-point? Finish in that Eastern Conference.
And for the Bucks, a lot of their improvement came, Greg, as you're talking about, in their play against the Eastern Conference. They went 30-22, Clark, against the rest of the conference.
A nice step for a young team, but you look at it more closely. Basically, the Bucks beat teams they should have beat, but you know, Kevin, the good teams do that consistently, so a good step for them.
Now here's Carter Williams, following the miss by Brook Lopez. Carter Williams kicks to O'Brien, the pass to Monroe. Shoots. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Boy, did he burrow his way in there, and the D just sort of backed off.
Outside Jack. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Passes it to O'Brien. Back to Antetokounmpo. Outside for Carter Williams. Shot clock at 3. For 3, Middleton. Jack with the rebound. For Brooklyn, they've gone 50% from the field at this point, 4 of 8. Back to Johnson. His first shot coming late. The shot is off, and Milwaukee will come the other way. And this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year.
And they were able to take the season series in that matchup last year. But overall, two teams that were very similar in the standings.
Yeah, they were able to make the plays to come out on top, but it really could have gone either way. And you could say the same for tonight's game.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Milwaukee.
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
And what a double-double machine Greg Monroe is becoming. Top 6 for power forwards last season. Top 5 for centers. and his game is only continuing to evolve.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Here's Bogdanovic. We saw him with 19 points his last outing from Bargnani. Here's Mayo. Screen by Monroe. Mayo dishing to Middleton. It's Monroe, high post. Rebounded by the Nets.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Here's Larkin. A baseline J. And the shot no good, a bit short. To the inside. It's hauled in by Brown.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Larkin, the pass to Bargnani. Here's Bogdanovic. Gets a very good look and converts. Bogdanovic has got his first basket of the night. For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Carter Williams kicks to Antetokounmpo. Inside. Monroe, no good.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Picked by Bargnani. Brown against Mayo. Larkin dishes to Bargnani. Out to the wing. 5 to shoot. The three-pointer, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Earlier, I spoke with Coach Lionel Hollins. We discussed their game plan defensively, and he mentioned that controlling Greg Monroe will be crucial. He said Monroe is a guy who can score inside, rebounds well, and his passing really sets him apart. Their offense runs best when it goes through his hands, so pressuring him and staying... vigilant is essential for us. Guys, can they slow him down?
Thanks a lot, Doris. After the Nets' big moves the past couple years, they were looked at as an older team, but you break it down, and you know, Greg, they're not as old as you think.
Actually have the 5th youngest team of anyone in the postseason. And so though they seem older just because so many of their players had playoff experience or came into the league at a young age.
And the Bucks making a change here. Plumlee, he's checked in for Monroe. John Henson comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Jared Bayless is checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Vasquez in for Carter Williams. Now here's Vasquez. 9-point game his last outing. Back to Henson. It's Mayo on the wing. That misses off the backboard.
And, you know, for the Nets, the roster's average age was about 2 years younger at the end of the 2015 season than where they were at the end of 2014. They made a point to get younger.
And Brooklyn has possession. O.J. Mayo missing his last shot. Here's Bargnani. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Here is Bayless looking for Henson. He gets it there. That is good. Henson's got his first basket.
And even though the Nets were younger last season, they were tough in tight games, playing really like a bunch of veterans, and went 10-2 on the year in games decided by 3 or fewer points.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Clark, when you take a look at John Henson, you see one thing, length.
Yeah, a lot of it, too. I mean, he measures 6'9" with a 7'5" wingspan at the 2012 NBA Combine. His standing reach is actually 3.5 inches greater than that of Anthony Davis. Wow.
Right. Here's Larkin. Dishes to Bogdanovic. And it's sent back by Plumlee. Robinson passes to Bogdanovic. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. And it's Brown missing.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
And talking about Henson, obviously the great length helps him as a shot blocker. The young center is also very quick off his feet. He's averaged around 2.5 blocks a game over the past 2 seasons. He's also been contributing some as a rebounder, though really needs to add some weight to kind of take it to that next step.
Here's Vasquez. Following the basket by Thomas Robinson. Vasquez kicks to Mayo. Over in the corner to Vasquez. Feeds to Bayless. That falls. Great assist by Vasquez.
Getting back to Henson, last year was an odd one for him. I mean, he was starting. Then in February, he was benched in favor of Zaza Pachulia. That might be a hint to Henson that he needs to put a little more work into his game to maintain a place in the rotation.
Here's Brown after the basket by Milwaukee. Here's Larkin. Rebounded by the Bucks.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Plumlee with a screen on Brown. Mayo drives in. And Plumlee kicks to Bayless. Henson with the screen. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Off target from the wing. The Nets with the lead. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Larkin, guarded by Vasquez. Larkin dishes to Robinson, and he converts the layup.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Nets lead by 4. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And we heard from John Henson before the game, a player on the rise. He feels he's still has a lot to prove.
Defensively, offensively, I think I'm better offensively than people give me credit for, and I'm stronger than I look. And that's something that I'm trying to prove this year, as I've been proving the last.
Well, it sounds like he still feels like he has something to prove, Greg, but seems to me he's already known for being that kind of guy.
Yeah, that's a great point. Anybody who plays against him knows he looks plenty strong when you're banging with him. But if he needs to push and motivate himself by playing with the chip on his shoulder, well, a lot of guys have gone a long, long way in this league using that method.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
You know what? They're dominating on the backboards. They have controlled the paint thus far.
Flexing their muscles down low, and they've limited second chances too, guys.
Brown at the 2 with Johnson at the 3. Brook Lopez is out there with Young, and it's Jack in at the 1. So that's the Nets 5. Now here's Mayo, following the miss by Brook Lopez. The feed now to Bayless. To the paint. And Plumlee kicks to Bayless. Here's Henson, and that comes off the assist by Jared Bayless. Bayless has got 3 assists now in this one. Henson's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Jack passes to Young. Back to Jack. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. It's Brown with the drive. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
And check out the numbers for Jack. Last season's performance for him averaged about 12 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And a quality player. I love what he brings to the table at that backup point guard position.
Well, you want a guy to come in who knows how to run the offense intelligently, and that's exactly what he does. Kind of like how you ran things, Greg.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Ellington's checked in. Bayless dishes to Vasquez. He feeds it to Bayless. And that misses. That would have put him up. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting reasonably well, 45%. And Jack kicks to Johnson. There's the dish to Jack. Lets it fly from 18. And there's Lopez. That's good on the assist from Jack. And it's 6 points for Brook Lopez. And so it's Milwaukee now. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. They host the 76ers after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Here's Henson. And that misses badly. Air ball. Brooklyn with the ball. Johnson, the pass to Jack. Here's Young. It's rebounded by Mayo. The Bucks have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And guys, when you look at O.J. Mayo's statistics over the past few years, nothing really stands out. But then you watch him in games, especially in clutch moments, and he can seem like the most dangerous guy on the floor. A scary, deep-range shooter who loves to take defenders one-on-one.
Monroe's checked in for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo comes in for Henson. Johnson sets the screen for Jack. He dishes it to Johnson. Good. Johnson's got his first bucket in this one.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Well, on the topic of O.J. Mayo has value in this NBA.
Yeah, he really does. I mean, he's multi-skilled, good size, sees himself as a superstar, and yet that sometimes derails him being as effective as he could be because he just can't quite get comfortable in that role of being a backup.
Here's Johnson. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And look, Joe Johnson last season, not his best statistically, but boy, did he show some heart. I mean, he was one of the catalysts for Brooklyn making the playoffs, especially when Brook Lopez returned healthy and the two could play off of one another.
No good on that one. Talking about Joe Johnson, I'm not going to lie. Last year wasn't one of his best statistically, Clark. His shooting accuracy was on the low end. His turnover numbers were high. It wasn't very pretty.
But for Joe, Kevin, I don't think it was about the numbers last year. It was about wanting to compete and to win. And he's developed a champion's will over the years. And I would like to see him finally achieve his goal of maybe winning the championship. I think he deserves it. He's been consistent. He's been solid. And now you see some maturation with him as well.
Now here's Vasquez. Screen by Monroe. Vasquez, that's good. Vasquez has got 4 points in the quarter. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Outside Jack. There's the screen. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. They got him on the arm, but it still can.
That's some more rugged play from them inside. They have a decent edge in rebounds thus far.
And all that hard work on the boards needs to continue because that potentially may swing the game. And Brook Lopez, guys, started the season as the starting center for the Nets last year, but it didn't end up that way.
That's good from Brook Lopez. Lopez ended up coming off the bench for the Nets for a stretch last season. There was a lot of debate, Clark, if that was the right role for him.
Kevin, clearly there were differing opinions because as soon as it happened, every GM called Brooklyn up to see if Lopez was available.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one, that's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
Bucks have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Antetokounmpo dishes to Vasquez. Monroe left side. Young with the steal. Johnson kicks to Jack. Young right side. Plenty of space. And a great assist by Jack as that one goes in. Jack's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Vasquez with it. He kicks to Antetokounmpo. Plays it up and banks it in. Antetokounmpo's got 4 this quarter.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Young pass to Lopez. Craig Monroe with the rebound. Monroe's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Bayless dishes to Monroe. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. Right now, let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see the teams that really knew how to clog the passing lanes last season. The Bucks second.
You know, I don't know if the numbers even told the story. I mean, their defense was as good as it gets, often just leaving their opponents completely demoralized.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Bargnani has checked in for Young. Bogdanovich comes in for Wayne Ellington. And Shane Larkin subbed in for Jarrett Jack. And Milwaukee has possession. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yes, sir, fellas. They've had it going on big time.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Now here's Carter Williams, Middleton. And again, the Bucks miss.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
And there's a whistle that goes against Greg Monroe. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his 2nd personal foul. If he gets another, it probably puts him on the bench for the rest of the first half.
Here's Larkin. Carter Williams covering. Shot off the pick. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
Oh, nice play on D. Got that hand in the face and prevented him there from getting an easy look.
Exactly. Alert and aware. Really reacted quickly to that shot attempt.
Here is Bayless. The shot by Middleton. Wide open. Another miss by Middleton.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Here's Larkin. Antetokounmpo defending. And the rejection by Monroe. Jumps up. And Carter Williams slams it in.
Some hang time on that rim. Puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Thomas Robinson, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
The Milwaukee Bucks ended last season 41 up and 41 down, a perfect 500 mark, and they were the epitome, Clark, of average at the end of the season. And as you can see, even during it.
Well, they're a young team, but at one point, 17-17. Also had an 11-11 record against the East and 6-6 against the West.
Stolen by Henson. Here's Middleton, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like Greg Anthony right there. If I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there. He's really lacking in confidence out there. 0 field goals made so far in this game.
From deep three-point range, another miss by Middleton. Nets trail by 6. Here's Bogdanovich. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Kicks it to Carter Williams. And it's Monroe, top of the key. Puts up the baby hook. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And now it's an 8-point Bucks lead. The Nets shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively. And that one's good.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And the Bucks with possession. They're on a 14-6 run. And Middleton kicks to Henson. Bucks passing it around. Here's Carter Williams. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no... denying that.
Here's Larkin. Pass to Johnson. 11 feet away. Here's Bargnani. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2. Bargnani's got 4 points this quarter. Milwaukee leading by 4. Carter Williams, the pass to Monroe. Thomas Robinson comes up with a rebound. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Here's Larkin, defended by Middleton. Unloads from 13. Johnson can't hit.
Not really necessary with nobody on you. I mean, why put yourself off balance on that shot when you're wide open?
Williams kicks to Monroe. And he slams it one-handed.
To challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
You know, the Nets really kind of drifted along for the first part of last season, treaded water, but after the All-Star break, they stepped on the gas, put themselves right back in the playoff picture.
Brooklyn making some changes. Markel Brown comes in for Joe Johnson. And Jarrett Jack has subbed in for Shane Larkin. The Bucks also changing it up. Plumlee is checked in for Monroe. Mayo comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Vasquez in for Chris Middleton. Nets trail by 6. As you mentioned, the Nets were great after the break. Had the 3rd best record post-All-Star break in the East.
Yeah, and how about winning 13 of their first 22 after the break? And sometimes with a new coach and system, it takes a while to kind of figure things out. And that seemed to be the case with the Nets last year.
Now here's Carter Williams following the miss by Thomas Robinson. Carter Williams with it. Now Jack defending. And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes out of bounds. Bucks retain possession. .131 left in the second quarter. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Vasquez. And a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in. Carter Williams has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And Jack, here we go. Plumlee with the rebound. Bucks leading by 9. Vasquez kicks to Carter Williams. Kicks it out to Vasquez. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Nets shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Now here's Carter Williams. 6 points for him.
And when it comes to Michael Carter Williams, guys, I feel like people either love him or they don't buy him at all. I mean, he has the size, he's a good athlete, he plays hard. But he's also had some injuries, and he's been very inconsistent at times.
Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Robinson. Carter Williams hits them both.
And listen, the Nets had an up and down year on offense last season, but the one thing they always did was finish their drives. Very good at getting things to drop off the bounce. That was a strength last season.
It's Brown with the drive. Pops loose off the pick and hammers it home.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screen play. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3. That's going to send John Henson to the line. It's on Thaddeus Young. And Brooklyn making a change here. For Milwaukee, they have made 2/3 of their free throws tonight. 6 of 9 to be exact. That's good from Henson.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
Jack inside the line. No good on the buzzer beater. And we've reached halftime in this one. Bucks ahead. They're up by 9. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Andrea, you looked really fluid out there on offense tonight. What's been your approach?
Just try to be aggressive, you know. I mean, the teammates put me in a good position, so just try to be aggressive. Just try to do my job.
Andrea, thank you. Kevin?
Thanks, Doris. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're going to break down the first half action for you. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They only had a couple rough stretches, and as the first period came to a close, they had a 4-point deficit. And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get on.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment.
Well, Monroe had a great quarter. He has 11 points and 1 rejection in this game, too.
And was it a good one? Really, one of their highlights of the game defensively.
Nets trail by 9. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. Carter Williams is the point with Middleton at the 2. And then there's Antetokounmpo. Then there's Monroe. And it's O'Brien in at the power forward. Here's Johnson. The shot misses. And Milwaukee the other way now. And here is Carter Williams. Pass to Monroe. Kicks it down to Middleton. And it's off from three-point range. And Brooklyn has possession. They trail by 9 points. Johnson, a wide open look. Johnson missing again.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Now here's Carter Williams. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. And Greg Monroe with the slam.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Nets shooting around 41% on the night. Lopez, a screen on Carter Williams. Screen by Young. Here's Johnson. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
That was Thaddeus Young getting in the way of the defense there. Really solidly done on the screen.
And I feel like there's a reason Joe Johnson has gotten a number of astronomical contracts. It's because he does everything for you. He's like one of those items you buy that touts everything you need, nothing you don't. Well, to me, that's Joe Johnson.
Clark, when you take a look at Joe Johnson, and if you were on a good team, a team that was contending for a championship, where ideally would you like him to be? Where would you slot him?
I'd put him in that first or second scoring role because he's so good and scores so effortlessly. And at some point, I think he's going to hoist that Larry O'Brien trophy.
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession.
Well, let's see some of the numbers here on Joe Johnson. How he performed last season. Last year averaged 14 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
And guys, they're finally getting the consistency they wanted to see from him. Look for that to continue. Chance here now to see how the Nets ranked in the NBA last season. 10th in fewest turnovers per game, 16th in shooting percentage. And for lowest opponent scoring per game, they've got some work to do there.
And in terms of turnovers, I think the good ball handling and smart passes were really a key. Not a gaudy ranking, but no question, being in that top 10 helped them offensively.
Now here's Johnson. He's got 7 offline from the high post.
That's one he knows he should have.
Carter Williams dishes to Monroe. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Misses the... He couldn't capitalize. Shaq with it. Now defended by Carter Williams. Here's Young. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. That one on Monroe.
Hey, you know, last season Thaddeus Young was moved from Minnesota to Brooklyn, guys. A good move for everybody involved as he helped with the playoff push.
The first one falls. Young last year, as you mentioned, GA, shipped to Brooklyn, provided good punch off the bench.
Yeah, and Young is so efficient in his scoring that he's a great guy to play heavy minutes off the bench. Shot over 50% from the floor in his games with the Nets.
The Bucks making a switch here. Mayo's checked in. Now here's Carter Williams. He's got 8. At the elbow, it's Mayo. Now the pass to Middleton. Carter Williams against Jack. Clock at 6. Carter Williams with the bucket. Carter Williams has got the lead up to 11 now for the Bucks.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Timeout called, the Nets.
Yeah, can't be pleased with all these easy looks. They continue to give up there in the paint.
No, I'm sure he's not, Greg. I mean, their defense is showing a lot of holes, especially down low. That's unacceptable.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin. During that last break, I heard Lionel Hollins as he addressed his team. Young was the focus of the discussion, and he wants their offense to run through him. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Thaddeus Young provides a lot of things, Clark. Solid on both ends of the floor. You can plug him into almost any lineup and make it work.
Yeah, he's an ideal basketball player because of his versatility. I think that's one of his greatest strengths. Not only can he play the 3 or 4, he can go inside and outside, too.
And it's Carter Williams in the corner. Outside Mayo. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Mayo's got 5.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Carter Williams against Jack. And Young, here we go. Excellent D there for Mayo.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Nets trail by 11. Pass to Young. Dishes to Lopez. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Johnson, and that one's good. 9 points in the game so far.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Carter Williams, the pass to Mayo. Monroe kicks to Antetokounmpo. Middleton outside. The shot by Carter Williams. Nobody around. Carter Williams with another miss. The Nets have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Lopez, no luck. Bucks leading by 9. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing, defended by Jack. Antetokounmpo kicks to Mayo. It's stolen by Johnson. Jack dishes to Bogdanovich. Feeds it to Johnson. He kicks it to Bogdanovich. Lopez passes to Jack. And yes, sir, that one drops.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Now here's Mayo. He's got 5. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And it's Carter Williams, that time on the assist from Antetokounmpo. That's 12 points for Michael Carter Williams. Lopez outside. It's stolen by Carter Williams. And now here's Mayo, the fast break.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. The shot by Johnson, no good.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
And there's the feed to Carter Williams. Right side, Antetokounmpo. Middleton outside. Here's Carter Williams. Carter Williams with another miss. Nets trail by 11. Lopez up top, covered by Monroe. A nice shot by Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got 7.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
Milwaukee leading by 9. Well, Clark, the Bucks were much improved on the road last season, going 18-23.
Yeah, they were very competitive. This young team fought hard and rarely found themselves out of games on the road, which is a good sign for the future.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And for the Bucks, who only won 5 road games in 2014, last year's mark of 18 is a huge step forward. Still, they had problems last year as they had an 11-game road losing streak towards the end of the season.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Bargnani is checked in for Young. And it's Markel Brown in for Bogdanovich. A big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Miles Plumlee's checked in for Monroe. John Henson comes in for Antetokounmpo. Jared Bayless is checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Vasquez in for Michael Carter-Williams. Vasquez kicks to Plumlee. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on Brook Lopez.
Well, I tell you, the Bucks are taking steps in the right direction on the road. The problem is the franchise hasn't had a winning record on the road since 2001.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Bucks.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
Yeah, and the other thing that they've done well is they've really attacked the gaps of the defense with quick, decisive drives down the lane.
That one is no good.
And in college, guys, Miles Plumlee had an unusual at his position. It was his younger brother, Mason. I mean, they actually had to compete against one another for playing time.
Now, here is Bargnani. 8 points for him. Johnson gets the bucket.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Now Vasquez. Here's Henson. That falls. Great assist by Vasquez. And 11 points now for Henson. Well, Greg, going back to those Plumlee brothers you were talking about, there is competition. And then, Clark, you know, there's this friendly rivalry that'll always exist.
Yeah, the brotherly competition, if you will. They have similar bodies and share some of the same attributes as well. Drafted in back-to-back years, both toward the end of the first round. A lot of parallels.
A lot of similarities, you're right. Now Vasquez, after the missed 3 from Joe Johnson. Plumlee with a screen on Jack. Vasquez, this is the Plumlee.
Punches it down. Pop.
And rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Nets trail by 11. And Jack kicks to Johnson. No good off the front iron.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Vasquez. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Vasquez, guys, remarkable consistency over the last 3 seasons.
Yeah, his three-point percentage went up a little bit, Kevin, but that's about it. I mean, it's possible. We just need to accept that this is who he is. I mean, he's a good playmaker. He plays with great enthusiasm and energy, and we need to leave it there. Don't expect much more than that.
And talking about Vasquez, guys, good size for a point guard. Solid ball handler and playmaker when he's put in that role. But he needs the ball to be truly effective. And last season, the ball belonged to Kyle Lowry.
And for Vasquez, he doesn't have the foot speed to track opposing point guards. He tries to compensate with good use of angles, but he did do a solid job defending the pick and roll last season, using his superior size and anticipation in that area.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Henson the pass to Bayless. Henson a screen on Brown. And Bayless kicks to Henson. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Henson's got 13.
And chalk up a few more points for him there. This has been a one-sided game in just about every area.
Absolutely. I echo that sentiment. Their offense, their defense, I mean, it's all been terrific.
Now here is Jack. He feeds it to Lopez. And a great assist by Jack as that one goes in. Jack's got his 6th assist on the night. Milwaukee leading by 13. Now here's Vasquez. 9 points in the game so far. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
That's his first personal foul.
For Milwaukee, they have made 10 of their 14 tries at the free throw line in the game. Free throw good, O.J. Mayo. You have to love the newest stadium in the NBA here at Barclays. Very state-of-the-art, outstanding facility.
Yeah, the Nets have a nice home here. I bet they wish they were stronger here at home. Finished under 500 last season with a record of 19-22.
Wayne Ellington's checked in for Jarrett Jack.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Vasquez with it. No one near Mayo as he lets it go. The three-pointer no good. Nets trail by 13. Brown dishes to Ellington. Hands it from downtown. Ellington's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Milwaukee has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Plumlee with the screen. And here's Mayo from beyond the arc. And it's Mayo again missing.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Milwaukee leading by 10. Takes a 3. But they get it back. No love that time with that miss. He is now 6 for 9. On the wing, Johnson. Lots of room. And Henson pulls it down.
Well, he's building a house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's defended well. Move the ball. Share the sugar.
Now here's Vasquez. 9 points in the game so far. Out to the right wing. Here's Bayless. No good on the 3. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Brown kicks to Ellington. Lopez a screen. Here is Ellington. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Johnson. Three-pointer. That is good. Johnson's got it back down to within single digits for the Nets.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Mayo against Johnson. Now here's Mayo. Guarded closely. Here's Bayless to stop the drought, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And Kevin, plays like that, really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets... their whole bench jumping. Clark, look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. That's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take...
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Bucks lead by 9. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. Milwaukee leading by 9. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. You've got Young. Brown out there with Wayne Ellington. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward position.
And boy, how good was Chris Middleton last season? I mean, always a deep shooter who could stretch the floor. He hits the weight room in the offseason and became a much stronger defender. Now, he's one of the more promising 3-and-D guys in the league.
Lopez a screen. Young pass to Bogdanovich. And Young kicks to Brown. Ellington dishes to Lopez. Rebounded by the Bucks. Plumlee's got his third rebound on the night. And for Chris Middleton last season, he went up in points, assists, rebounds, but went down in turnovers.
Boy, what an improvement for this young man. A late bloomer. I liked him when he was at Texas A&M, still growing into his body, playing with great confidence, and he can spray that thing from three. I like his promise. Come on now, young fella. Watch out. You might bring that whole basket down on top of you.
I didn't think he was ever going to let go of the rim.
I tell you what, though, you might as well enjoy the moment. Make it last just a little longer.
Lopez kicks to Bogdanovic. Back to Lopez. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And for Brook Lopez, disappointing start to last season. The season before, he had played only 17 games, so he wanted to make an impact right off the bat. It just didn't work out.
Yeah, you know, he missed the first 2 games altogether with the foot injury and comes back to play pretty well, then hurts his back. Out for 8 more games, comes back again. He's benched in favor of Miles Plumlee. Just a very disjointed year for Lopez.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Jack's checked in.
And for Lopez, last year was the first time since he was a rookie that he didn't start every game. I mean, that is a huge shot to your confidence. I don't care who you are or what your circumstances, but you know what? At the end, he rose above it.
Outside Jack. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. And that one's good.
You know, on the topic of Lopez last season, ugly beginning, but things got beautiful over the last 2 months. 55% shooting, nearly 20 and 10 a game. Some of the best numbers of his career.
Here's Middleton, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And I think everyone knew the Bucks would be much improved last season. But to see the jump into the middle of the playoff picture, I think that took everybody by surprise.
And that one falls for Middleton. For the Bucks and their improvement, usually you see incremental progress. Even after losing key players, Clark, they shot up the standings.
And part of that, Kevin, was just growing as a team, coming together, and also improving the roster. Another part was that they were better than their record showed 2 years ago. Player development is part of the improvement.
Here's Lopez. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Milwaukee leading by 11. Carter Williams with it. Now Jack defending. Carter Williams kicks to Monroe. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. And the Bucks miss again. Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Now here's Ellington, defended by Middleton. Now the dish to Ellington. Carter Williams against Jack. It's tipped, and they get it back. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
You know, that's hard to explain, that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
Nets trail by 11. Ellington kicks to Bogdanovic. Right side Jack from 12 feet out, and he gets it to go. Jack's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending.
And Greg Monroe with the slam.
Oof, this guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, GA, he does not waste one of them.
And you know what? It's always going to be a powerhouse finish with him. We know that for sure.
Lopez missing again.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
That's good. 15 points for Brook Lopez. Bucks leading by 9. And here is Carter Williams. He dishes it to Monroe. Back to Carter Williams. To the middle. Here's O'Brien. And a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in. And the Bucks lead by 11.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Jack's shot is good.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Carter Williams, the pass to O'Brien. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. O'Brien's got 4 points this quarter.
What a smart pass by Carter Williams right there.
And Jack kicks to Lopez. Pass to Bogdanovich. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg just with the doctor ordered on some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Middleton dishes to Carter Williams. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game, now 6 for 10.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Lopez passes to Ellington. Lopez sets a screen for Jack. In the corner, it's Ellington. And Jack kicks to Young. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got 7 rebounds in the game. And plenty of contact. On the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And Brooklyn called for the foul.
No slowing him down, just incredible numbers from Carter Williams. He's got 14 points, and what a game he's had passing the ball, too.
I love the fact that he plays for his teammates, really spreading the ball around, getting everyone involved.
Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. The Bucks also with the sub. Henson's checked in for O'Brien. Johnson in the corner. Wide open look. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got 8 rebounds in this game. Tipped away. Johnson against Henson. In the corner, it's Jack. Kept alive.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist from Carter Williams. Carter Williams has got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Johnson attacking. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Bucks leading by 14. Middleton outside. Tries it from 19, and he drops that one in. Middleton's got 6 points in the quarter.
Another bucket added to the lead. They've been the better team in every facet.
And in my opinion, you get extra bonus points, extra eye of the beholder points when you do it the way they're doing it on the road. That's special.
And the Nets miss again.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
Screen by Monroe. Carter Williams dishes to Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo can't get that one to fall. Nets trail by 16. Now Jack. High post Lopez. And a great assist by Jack as that one goes in. Jack's got his 7th assist in the game. Bucks leading by 14. Antetokounmpo passes to Henson. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo and does. Antetokounmpo can't get that one to fall. And that one's good.
He's got to be a little embarrassed for joining the Paratroopers club on that pump fake.
Brooklyn's got fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And Jack kicks to Lopez. And the shot is good. Lopez has got 8 points here in this quarter.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Now here's Carter Williams. Monroe down low. Defended by Young. And he gets it to go.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
To the inside, Lopez. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it? And guys, looking at Jarrett Jack, one word comes to mind: professional. I mean, he's as solid as they come. Tough, capable, experienced, and he proved it all again last season.
Carter Williams against Young. Middleton dishes to Henson. Second chance shot. Lopez grabs the board. Lopez has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Jack with it. Now guarded by Middleton. No good from Jack.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be. Firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
One thing about Greg Monroe, he is a highly skilled big.
He really is. I love the fact that he can do so much. He can post you up, he can pop out and knock down the 15-footer. He's an outstanding. Passer, and at his size, those are skills that have served him and his teams well.
And getting back to Greg Monroe, guys, he made some subtle strides last season. Best rebounding average of his career, up to 75% on his free throws. And how about this little nugget? Not one three-point attempt last season. That tells you he's starting to mature.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hey, Kevin. During that last break, I heard Lionel Hollins as he addressed his team. He told his players, turnovers are killing us right now. We can't keep trying to make the home run play. Settle down, run the offense, and make the simple pass. Kevin, sounds easy enough.
Always great to hear from you, Doris.
And you know, with some people, they'll always find something wrong with Monroe's game. He'll never make the all-defensive team. He kind of looks like he's playing at half speed, but he produces, and he does it within the team confine. For Bayless, it was his 6th team in 7 years last season. A good utility combo guard to have. He can score, he can make plays for others. He's really defined his role in this league.
Talking about Jared Bayless, some thought he had his moments, Greg, but inconsistency and turnovers have kept the lid on his progress.
Yeah, well, where I like Bayless is in spot plays. You need a lift, you need a smart offense.
Over to the wing. They set the pick. And too long on the shot. Nets trail by 15. Johnson kicks to Jack. Lopez with the ball. Johnson outside. Clock at 6. Back to Lopez. Missed inside. Milwaukee has gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Milwaukee.
You know, Clark, their big advantage was points in the paint.
Well, they pounded that ball inside, Kevin, and operated down low. It worked for them consistently.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so this victory tonight will give them the front end of what I believe will be a knockdown, drag-out season series, folks. They win the first of what will be 3 this year against the Nets.
Just a quality win, and you look at the box score, and some really good numbers for Carter Williams. He was everywhere defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Young's checked in for Bargnani. Johnson comes in for Robinson. And Jarrett Jack is subbed in for Larkin. Hope on the pass to Bayless. Here's Vaughn. That's good, and so Bayless with the assist.
And the fans already heading for the exits, clearly not pleased with the way things turned out today.
Well, Greg, this was a well-deserved win. I mean, they came into this building and acted like it was their home turf. I mean, they were the ones calling the shots and controlling everything. The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
Here's Ingles. And it's Bayless in the corner. And it's sent back by Lopez. Johnson dishes to Jack. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home.
The 2K Sports postgame show.